last. I think I've got a whole group, half of your audience is getting ready to step up, I got a feeling, but I have my sheriff, Kerry Winders, is getting ready to come up, along with, I believe, our GIS department, and I believe we also have our consulting company, GTG, also here. So I'll invite you guys to come forward and at this time. Thanks, Sheriff.
Crime mapping aspect. For years, we have been looking at crime mapping. And of course, it is a very necessary tool for investigations, our patrol units, and everyone else. And of course, we've always tried to research and find a way to do it. Now, crime mapping has been around, but the problem we run into is because you'd have to dedicate a person to manually input that data, which always was a struggle for us. And finally, we know someone had developed a program that I think is going to be a very beneficial and an asset, not only to law enforcement, but also to the public. Very important for us to do that. And in doing this last couple of weeks working, I've been able to get some of the other agencies, all the county agencies, law enforcement agencies, on board with this. Because truthfully, the crime mapping will not work that great unless you have everybody on board, because you have crossover crimes. Wouldn't do any good just to have just a crime mapping area for Wayne County jurisdiction and not the cities involved, because of crossover crimes. So we have worked together to get our local agencies, Mount Olive, Fremont, Walnut Creek, and others, and the city of Goldsboro involved in this. At this time, I want to introduce Mr. Kurt Hinton of Geographic Technologies, whose company developed this software and program that is going to enhance our access to the public.
Thank you, Sheriff. We're going to go ahead and change over to this laptop over here and show you a presentation. So good morning, everyone. Excited to be here, and as a Wayne County resident, I'm excited about the technology. And we're going to start out, just because we are a Wayne County company. I know some of you have been to our offices and we had our ribbon cutting, but we are a national company as well. So what we're going to do real quick is actually show you our client map before we do that, so you can know a little bit about our company since we are local. So this is kind of we actually had a PowerPoint set up, but it's a different version. So we're going to go to our website real quick, and I want to just tell you a little bit about our company. We started 12 years ago as a technology company serving local government. And since we started really locally here in Eastern North Carolina. We've grown. We have over 700 clients nationally. We're going to bring up the client map so you guys can see where our clients are. And we have clients in Canada, the Caribbean. You can see the kind of the cluster of clients we have. You can see right around North Carolina there's a lot of clients. Pretty much every town, county, city in North Carolina we work with. But I just want to let you guys know that we're here. We do employ 26 people locally. We do serve, we've got 2 or 3 staff. Actually, see the dot out on the Aleutian Islands in Alaska? We have 2 or 3 staff out there today. I'm glad it's not me and it's them. But anyway, they're out there doing some work, so I'm staying here at home. So anyway, without further ado, just want to give you the background. We'll talk about this new technology that's been released. So what we'll start with is we're looking at the home page for the application. We call the application Map Nimbus. Now, this is probably the last time you ever see the home page, because once it's linked to the sheriff's website, it's going to go right to the crime information. We're going to start here, though. This is a site that has national clients. So when we click on Select Agency, we're going to see that we have a bunch of agencies we could select from. You see some in Missouri. We released this a couple months ago, and we're signing up clients all over the country because we have public safety clients in just about all 50 states. But as we scroll through this, we see some familiar names: Fremont, North Carolina, Pikeville, North Carolina, Lenoir County, Wayne County, Mount Olive. As the sheriff mentioned, it was very important that we have all the towns and cities involved, because otherwise we'd be just looking at the rural areas. So after a couple months of working on that, we're able to get everybody together. So we'll start off by zooming into Wayne County, okay? Now the important thing about this application is that you guys have seen probably public mapping applications for local government. Wayne County has one. And most of the original mapping applications were tax-centric. You know, let's look up a piece of property, let's look up a tax card, that kind of thing. The county's got a great site for that, but we want to take that to the next level with other applications, like looking at crime. So when we zoom into this application, we see we're going to use something familiar to the public, because the idea is this is for the public. We need to make it as easy as it possibly can be. And what we're using is a Google Maps interface. A lot of us here have used Google Maps. You know, the bottom line is the idea is we don't need any training. If you have to train the public and they have to fumble through it, they may not use it. So we leveraged the Google Maps interface. When it popped up, we saw that there was a few different data layers that we could select from. We had crimes, we had sex offenders, we had restaurant sanitation grades. The idea is to put some information out there that means something to the public.